Hi everyone, today's finally the day I'm doing my very first sketchbook tour. And I'm not just gonna do one, not two, but 3 sketchbooks and one whole video. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, ever since I finished these 3 sketchbooks. And Ginger Ninja OWO is one of my inspirations for completing all of these 3 sketchbooks in 1 year. And I am so thankful for June for making me fall in love with my art again. Hi June, if you're watching this. So what I have here are these 3 sketchbooks that I have completed since January all the way to October. And are you one of those artists who also have plenty of sketchbooks and never finishing them? That's me. I feel ya. Ever since Ginger Ninja OWO introduced me to highlighters and I can draw with highlighters, I feel like I actually want to do this. And I've been falling in love with drawing with highlighters ever since. I mean, if you see my earlier sketches, they are, let's just say that they're just filled with pencil drawings. They're filled with pencil and pen drawings. There's barely any highlighters into them. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? I think I'm gonna start with this drawing first. So we're gonna leave these 2 to the side right now. So yeah. Alright, so what I have here is like this TikTok dope notebook that I bought from I bought this from Dollar Tree, along with this one. I bought these 2 from Dollar Tree about like so long. I don't remember what year is it, but I got this for like quite a while. It's quite recent since I got this sketchbook. So you can still see these sketchbooks there. Sorry about that. This is actually my very first time doing a sketchbook tour, so my apologies if you don't understand what I'm saying or if I'm just being too awkward. I'm not used to talking and a camera at the same time, so forgive me for that. So yeah, let's just start with the sketchbook, shall we? And to start with, I have some stickers that I just bought from random places or just give it to me from friends and family. And as you can tell, I actually love using stickers now. I'm super obsessed with not just buying stickers, but also using them. And I think I'm gonna use them more in my sketchbook more often. And once over here, more stickers that I also too bought or given by friends and family. I think I got these 2 from like a random place. It's called Deals on Wheels, where there's just like random Amazon stuff that everybody can purchase. And this is the first drawing I did. This is Jimin from BTS. I'm not a super BTS fan, but the moment I got this sketchbook, I'm like, maybe I should just only do like K-pop. Maybe I should do like drawings of K-pop idols and see them how I draw my own style. But it never happened. And this is only, and I'll show you in a moment, but it never happened. So this is the only drawing I have sorry. This is a drawing that I have what's close to like a K-pop idol. Okay, so this is what I officially started in 2025 now. And this is just like random drawings of anime girls. Don't worry, YouTube, she's not naked. This is just a base form, okay? I didn't finish this drawing, and honestly, I didn't really feel like finishing it. And over here are images of AI images that I decided to draw on them on the sketchbook. And yeah, just anime boys, just anime AI generated boys. How handsome they are. And over here, I draw more random anime girls. This is actually a random anime girl, an anime magical girl that I draw on. And also, as you can see here, these are just 3 drawings of random magical girls that I draw. And these are just pencil at the moment. And over here, I just draw like random anime dudes. This is just like early 2025 to like late 2024 art style, I would say. And I'm actually very pleased with this one, not gonna lie. And if you couldn't tell, this is a anime sketchbook. This one's an anime sketchbook. I'll show you the furry one and after this one, of course. And this is some kind of like Twilight scene. I just draw them randomly in my head. And a random anime girl as well. About this page, yeah, I was drawing like my fears and bravery. I was actually doing like a self-written, self-reflecting project of myself where I just wrote where I just wrote like my fears and my bravery on two separate papers and put them somewhere and then forget about them. So yeah, this is pretty much the female characters I thought in my head. Pretty much so. And I believe this is inspired by some drawing I seen that I have saved on my phone. But if not, I don't remember. If not, this is actually a random girl like hopping out of like a different dimension or something. I thought it's pretty artsy, not gonna lie. What do you guys think? And more random drawings of anime people. It's actually kind of cute that these two couples are doing hearts, and this guy is too tall for her. And over here is like a random like sexy space girl type of space gal. I don't know, but I like her design. I think she's pretty hot. Oh, and this is inspired by Space Channel 5. I was obsessed with Space Channel 5 at the time. Yeah. Another random drawing of an anime girl and an anime guy couple. And that's just pretty much it in this page, sadly. Oh, and over here is I was doing like stickers all around. I was like pasting stickers on my sketchbooks and other stuff. And you know these things that you just peel them off and then you throw away that peel off thing? I did not throw away that peel off thing. Instead, I just used it to trace on it and then make like a cute seahorse plushie for the girl with some kind of school bag. Yeah, this is a page I do like a tomboyish girl, a sportsy tomboyish girl. You can see her running around, bringing a sweat, having a sports drink, and just holding someone else's hand. I don't remember, I believe, but all I know is that she's a sports girl. And over here, I was drawing different cheap out dresses. This is not the same character, if you could tell, but I was drawing this character in the cheap out dresses and doing like some interesting poses, or weird poses, if you may say. But yeah, this is a page dedicated to a sports girl and a cheap out dress girl. I was just doing a study girl because I was studying for the DMV to get my permit for the driver's test. And I finally did get my permit, by the way. But I'm not sure if I get my driver's license yet. Maybe I might watch this in the future. Also, I did like a simple comic of the same girl that I did, where she's finally done studying, and I think she's just like finally finishing studying, and maybe she decided to study more. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can read my handwriting, but you guys can pause that for a second and give it a read if you want to. And then I did like a simple comic page of let's just say like a fantasy elf girl and just a random girl and just a random human girl, and she pretty much has her boobs. Yeah, nothing I can say here. Feel free to pause down if you want to give it a read. Oh, and I did this comic. I think it's like a Valentine's Day-ish comic. Oh yeah, it is. She said Happy Valentine's Day, nervously talking about, just like how I nervously talking about in the sketchbook tour, which you're all about to see. I'm gonna edit some things out, some awkward moments in here. So yeah, you're not gonna see any awkward moments in the sketchbook tour, I promise you that. Maybe. Okay, you'll see some, but not all. Again, feel free to pause this down if you guys want to give it a read. Okay, so in this page, my wrist was like hurting when I was like writing for DMB, and I pretty much just document everything about my wrist hurting. And I was letting my wrist taking a break for a while. I did not draw anything for a while because my wrist, and I was feeling arthritis, I believe. So once my wrist starting to feel a little bit better, I just draw on this page again, and I'm like, stretches, do some stretches, just do some stretches, girl. And I did this little funny comic strip I did. So yeah, feel free to pause this again if you want this, if you want to read my handwriting. Okay, I think I was doing like some kind of random omioji girl that may or may not be important for my project I'm working on. I'm not gonna reveal it just yet, but let's just say it's kind of like a horror movie-ish. That's all I'm gonna say for this project. I'm not gonna go any further than that. This was actually from a scene from A Boy and a Heron that I watched last year. This was actually inspired by the scene, and more like random collages of the omioji girl and curry, I believe. Oh, I have a thing for like big men and small dudes, which if you see my art, you know what I'm talking about, or you see my sketches on my Patreon. But I actually have a thing for like big men and small women. If you guys see my art, you know, but I was actually drawing like let's just say like a petite dragon lady. She's very small, but also she's an adult. Don't worry, she's an adult, people. There's a reason why I make her more mature than any other anime character. And over here is when I draw a fox girl. I draw another fox girl. I think this is the second or the third fox girl I draw on. She's very, very new, and I did use her for my macro furry comic. And I believe my first one is like my second avatar, I believe. Just random drawings of a new fox girl. I'll say my generic fox girl. Because, well, her design is pretty generic, but it doesn't matter, I still love it. YouTube, please do not demonetize this video. I promise you that it's censored. You're not gonna see anything spicy from it. So yeah, I was doing like my not naked cloud girl. And if you see animes where like anime girls just taking baths and you see like steam clouds everywhere, yeah, I was pretty much doing that. And you can see her in a bathtub covering with steam. And a guy probably being nervous because she never seen a lady like this before. So this is actually out of my comfort zone. Let's just say I'm not super into drawing anime men, but it's actually really fun to break out of my comfort zone. And as you can see, I just draw this random anime guy. Maybe he's like an 18-year-old high school student, and I show him being shirtless, well, being unbuttoned, and he has this like generic like suspicion anime guy with glasses and a notebook. Look, I just thought it's pretty interesting. Okay, now this is a page dedicated for like sticker peels that I peel off and stick them around. So pretty much like this page, this one, and all of these over here are like sticker things that you finish peeling them off. But I did not throw these away. I thought about using them for something else, and this is what I use them to. I made this one like a manga S page along with inks and pens, and this one just highlighters and pencils. And speaking of highlighters, I think this is the first page I did with highlighters. Oh wait, no. Let's see. This is the first page I did with highlighters, and now I started drawing with highlighters more. And this page are filled with AI pictures that I generated from AI image bin creator. I was at Discord and then some people were like AI generated images and posted them in Discord, and I'm like, I actually want to do that. Don't worry, I draw these. And they come from AI images that I generated from AI generated images of Marie Antoinette, King Louis, and also some random anime girls holding dolls. Well, there's like 2 pages. It can only fit like 2 at a time, so I'm like, might as well do so. And this page, this is more AI generated art, but I did not generate it this time. This one I actually got it from C Art, and I was looking up some random anime girls, see if I could just draw it on them, and these are ones I just find, and they turn out really well. What do you guys think? I think my favorite one out of all is definitely the maid one. And this is like halfway towards the page so far. As you can tell, I finished like at least halfway through like this page, and there's another half here. As you can see here, this is actually from my left hand, since my right hand is still good, but I want to practice more on my left hand in case my right hand is forever no more. And I think I did a pretty good job at it. I don't know, it's not perfect. I think I like this one the most out of all of them. But I actually want to experience more on drawing my left hand more. And I did pretty much the same thing as, this one, but on my right hand. And it turned out to be better than my left one. My right hand is okay now, so I hope it gets better soon, that's what I'm saying. But I think it still can draw well. Pro tip, stretches, exercises, and taking breaks are your best friends. This might be spicy, but this is actually some woman in lingerie. And also in like, let's just say like something behind closed doors, because you know how YouTube is. It's really frustrating and annoying that I can't say it, but please do not demonstrate this video, YouTube. I promise this is not for kids anyway, so this is just me drawing art. That's all I'm saying. Don't worry, you're not gonna see anything super weird. Over here, I was drawing like 2 Yuri lesbians out there. And this is only like, it's only like around 2 pages I did. I did not draw anything in this page, and I didn't really feel like it at the time, nor in this page, but maybe if I go back to time, I'll definitely fill up this page again. But I think it looks good this way. Okay, so this is the part where I'm pretty much done using pencil right now. So let me try using it with pen. Let me see if I can draw more with pen. Spoiler alert, the more I draw with pen, the more I fall in love with drawing pen. But this is actually the beginning of my drawing pen journey. So what you see here is like, it's like a Vietnamese wedding out here. So I draw a lady with an owie eye, and along with a rice picker hat, and some random anime girls. I give her bigger boobs. Probably like going to school or something. I promise you they're 18. I promise you all these characters are 18 plus. Oh, I was drawing more with pen. I'm actually very pleased with this one the more I look back to it. And these are all just pen. There are no pencil involved, and this is actually my favorite one. This is actually my favorite sketch I did. These and this is okay, but this is actually that pose I gave her. She's rocking it. And this is just Vietnamese owie eye. I've been trying to find this image about a samurai girl, and I couldn't find this image. I drawn it and I saved it in my mural, but I can't find it anywhere. And my DeviantArt was kind of like it was kind of not working at the time when I tried to find my samurai girl. I mean, my ninja girl. Yeah, she's a ninja. So this is like drawings of ninja girls. I mean, drawings of the same ninja girl over and over again. I think I make her look like a dude. I kind of make her look like a dude, especially this one. These two kind of look like dudes, but I promise you they're the same character. And I gave her like a little height comparison to show you how incredibly short she is. I don't know if this is either funny or interesting, but I'll let you all be the judge of that. I was feeling like art block, and I don't know what else to draw, so I draw like a girl wearing a sailor uniform and that says art, and holding a sign that says art block. I think that's a best way to do it. And then I draw another anime girl. This time I wasn't very happy with this one. I did not like the sketch at all. It looks so bad. And more pen sketches. And I also use inks as well. Hang on. This ain't the first, as you can tell, this ain't the first like ink drawing I use in this sketchbook. This is the first one I believe I use in ink. Oh no, wait, scratch that. It's this one. It's this page that I use inks. And these are just more random girls and ink drawings and pens. I use both pens and inks. And oh, I was drawing this girl and I want to draw her in my current art style. And she actually did an amazing job holding up the page here. I actually like this spread. It's actually my favorite drawing out of all. Well, I'm not sure out of all. I'm saying this is my favorite drawing out of all, but I had to look through the entire sketchbook in order to be the judge of that. Sorry. So yeah, here's a quick look through it. And another anime girl, well, 2 random anime girls with both pen and ink drawings. And they're doing both like peace signs. I did not finish, oops, sorry. I did not draw anything on negative spaces, but I want to do that next time, one day, for sure. I was watching a lot of Vietnamese weddings and like YouTube and stuff, and I was actually fascinated that Asian weddings and Hispanic weddings are kind of similar in between. They're not that different, but they are quite different. And I just draw like a Vietnamese wedding over here and also a Chinese wedding as well. I think this is like a Han Dynasty inspired wedding look to it. So yeah. And it's not just like Vietnamese weddings, but also at the time I've been very fascinated with like Indian saris. So I don't know if I did an accurate job at drawing Indian saris. I'll let you all be the judge of that. But if I did, please let me know in the comment section below. So yeah, I think this is like an Indian guy and an Indian girl, sorry. And also more Indian girls. I think I made them lesbians in this page and this page. And I believe there's like 5 Indian girls drawings in saris. Over here is another girl with a drawing of a sari. Well, more Indian girls in saris, I believe. And I wasn't very pleased with this page, and I did not fill the entire page with drawings. I didn't really know what to think to draw. So I finished up with like a Tang Dynasty inspired Hanfu over here in this page. And I believe this is the same girl as this one here. I made her draw the peepaw, which is like the Chinese lute. Yeah, nothing particularly fancy in this page. So let's move on to the next page. Again, YouTube, please do not demonetize this video. This is just me showing drawings, and my video is not targeted to kids anyway, so please YouTube, do not show this video to kids. So yeah, I was feeling something big today since like March is like Macro March. And for those of you who don't know what Macro March is, it's basically like an event or like a monthly event for macro furries, which is like furries who are giant, like Godzilla, basically like that. So I decided to draw big anime boobies, and this was like during St. Patrick's Day at the time, because I draw like 4-leaf clovers, and yeah, this was during St. Patrick's Day at the time. And I did remember that after I finished drawing these pages, we're off to Roller Magic. I'm stuck at roller skating at the time, but I'm starting to get a hang of it now. And I was drawing more anime girls. I think she's like roller skating. I did mention that I was doing roller magic and doing roller skating. So she's roller skating her way to school, just like Cardcaptor Sakura. And this girl's like eating ramen, I believe. And this girl's having a big teddy bear. And they're just pretty much doing normal things. And this page is like a gymnastics girl to it. And I also draw a Lolita girl. And also some kind of Victorian Edwardian inspired look girl to it. So yeah, just these 3 pages I draw like Victorian inspired or Edwardian inspired looks. And speaking of which, I've been drawing Lolita girls in this page. This is the entire page dedicated to like Lolita girls. And I believe this is the same girl as this page. Actually, she looks a bit different in this page. But yeah, and I'm actually falling in love with this page. This is actually, sorry if you heard that. This is actually my favorite page. I think this is actually my favorite page out of all the pages I've shown you. I don't know yet, but we're almost done. And this page is where I draw kimono girls wearing kimono. Nothing special than that. So you could tell that before I draw like girls in saris. Then I draw Lolita girls. And now I draw kimono girls. So yeah, these are all just random anime girls in kimonos. I think they may or may not be my OCs, but I actually love drawing this page so far. I think my second favorite. And I was drawing 2 girls holding balloons. And I believe, oh yeah, I definitely do these 2 and like in Roller Magic like around 1 or 2 p.m. 1 or 2 a.m. Because we were like doing Roller Magic like at nighttime. There's like an event for like adults at the time. So yeah, I think I finished this one, and this one I decided to like not finish it and finish it when I get home. I think I came home like around 2 at a time with my brother and my sister-in-law. And speaking of which, of highlighters, this paper does kind of bleed to highlighters. It doesn't bleed a lot, but I think the more I put layers in the highlighter, the more it bleeds. So I draw like a little wizardry girl that looks like she has like I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like she has like sparkles around in her wand. And these are like my OCs from like high school that I redrawn. And this is a redrawing of a girl that I draw in high school. And speaking of which, this is like a redraw of a hang on. This is actually a redraw of a poster that I did for high school. I'll put it somewhere in the screen if I can show it to you right now. But this is actually a redraw of a poster I did for like high school. My music teacher at the time wanted me to draw like a little poster for like it was a small like model poster, and she wanted me to do that so she could print it out. Unfortunately, she lost it, so it is what it is. But I think that drawing I did was like not the best, and this was actually a really good job I draw in the picture. I think this is actually my favorite. I keep saying this is my favorite, but I'm not done yet. And over here is like some kind of like, I think it's like a Victorian girl, another Victorian girl, or like a Edwardian girl. I don't know. And oh, I was watching like Monaco girls, like Monaco ladies, they were keeping out the car, and one of them caught my eye, and it's like this half ready suit dress type of outfit I could see. And I draw a girl out of it, out of a memory I did. I don't remember what else, but all I know is that I seen this at a Monaco video that I was watching ladies enter out of the car. I mean, I don't remember, but I know for a fact that I seen like ladies entering out of the car in Monaco, is what I can say. More big-breasted anime boobies, and it's just only one page. I did not do a spread. There's so much negative space I should have filled up with. And this sketchbook is done now. This is the first sketchbook I finally completed. Well, this is actually the first two sketchbooks I completed. And this sketchbook is finally complete. And you can see my hand signature. And this is a redraw of Jimin from this redraw of Jimin here. But I actually found this in a Google image, and Jimin has these like those animal ears and bells with ribbons to it, and I thought that's cute and I want to draw it. So yeah, this is BTS Jimin and my current art style now. So yeah, and this sketchbook's finally done. Well, I did not this sketchbook, but I did like 2 sketchbooks in one whole day. So this is the anime sketchbook, and we're moving on to this sketchbook. Alright, let's get started then. And same as the previous sketchbook, there's like a bunch of stickers around here. And because this sketchbook that I have is an anime sketchbook, this is a furry sketchbook, as you can tell, which I'll show you I was gonna show you this like when I show you the drawing, but I kind of spilled the beans out. That was my fault. But yeah, I think you can pretty much tell based on the stickers that I have here, based on animals and characters that you see from TV shows. Some I love, and some that are just random out there. Some I not really heard of, nor I think affiliated with, but they're kind of cute to have, so I stick them out. I stick them in my sketchbook, along with this page over here. And this is just a random tiger that I bought from Amazon. Like I said here, I bought some stickers from Amazon and some from random places, and some were gifted to me. And this is the first drawing I did like in January 2025. And if you couldn't tell, this is like, I picture, okay, the Spill Ink mascot Ichika, yeah, that's his name. Ichika kind of reminds me of a cat squid hybrid with a cat strawberry squid hybrid. He's a squid, but a strawberry hybrid. So, and I'm like, he kind of reminds me of a cat a little bit, so I thought about making him in a cat furry, wearing Didus's hat. This is because Ichika is pretty much Didus and Ebirichu's creations. And they both have a channel called Spilled Ink. I'll link it to the script. I'll link into the description box below. But yeah, I actually love watching their channels. I actually love watching their videos a lot in their channel. Over here is a random fox guy. A random wolf guy that the sketch didn't really look that good, so I didn't bother finishing it. And also, just like with this sketchbook, there's filled with like themes to it. I did not say this sooner, but yeah, there's like one theme in 2 different sketchbooks. This is a furry sketchbook, and as you can tell, this is a anime sketchbook. And I did pretty much the same thing. I just draw AI generated furries and just drawn them. But these one I actually found from Google. I think this is the one I AI generated at CArt, I believe. And I think I was like doing some kind of, what's it called? I don't know what I was doing, but I was like in the mood of drawing like a boy and a girl, I think. And I've been drawing like a hot German Shepherd guy and some fox girl or dog girl. I don't know. I think it's a fox girl is what I'm trying to say. And this is a German Shepherd. I think these two are couples. You think so? I think they'd be cute as a couple. I don't know, maybe the German Shepherd's gay, but who knows. I was like doing some kind of like random drawing, like a delivery deer guy, I believe. And also some kind of like wolf guy with his like black and red eyes from animes. I'll probably show an image to show you what I'm talking about, but I was doing something like that, and it actually turned out pretty cool, and it actually looks pretty cute. Both of these look pretty cute. This page I was doing some furry rhinos is what I was trying to say. Furry dinosaurs. I keep saying furry rhinos, but they're furry dinosaurs, and I did a pretty good job of it. I actually like these two. I did have my first like furry OC dinosaur. I'll also see a shot at an image if I can find it. So I think this is like the 3rd time I did it so far. So yeah, this dude is like a stripper, and he's like a regular normal office guy or something. That's all I can say to it. I was like redrawing like my Year of the Dragon character. This was actually not a good drawing I did. And I was actually reading a comic called I Think I Like You, and I saw like a sheepdog and a cougar at one comic panel strip to it. Sorry about that. The 2nd floor is doing something, but I was saying there's like a sheepdog and a cougar I saw in the panel in the comic. I think it's like 2nd season or 3rd season. I don't remember. But yeah, these two are just pretty much inspired by I Think I Like You comic strip, and I pretty much turned to my own OCs or something. I think there's like a BL romance to it. And speaking of this bad drawing, I redraw it again. This is a better drawing I did of this drawing here. And also I did some kind of lizard snake guy who's also like in a businessman or something. I think it's like in a businessman attire to it. I don't remember, but I remember falling in love with this page. I think this is actually the page I like. This is not the pose I like, but I was doing like drawing a red panda guy, and I think this is not the first red panda OC I designed, probably. Maybe the first OC, but maybe not the first red panda I drawn. so far. I'm not sure if I wanted to keep him my OC, but I actually kind of like him the more I look back to it. Sorry, I'm so awkward. And this is just like this is just some kind of cheetah guy, office guy, and I did not really like how it turned out. I was doing like some kind of like some slim anime guy pose, like he was like so edgy and slim, and I was picturing it out of my head, and it did not turn out the way as I hoped. So please bear with me. Oh, this was actually like this is actually my very first giraffe lad I did, and he is like, I think he's like super tall and stuff. I did show this on Discord, and then someone pointed out like he has no long leg, and I'm like, I don't want him to make him look like a Roku bee. Like, it kind of looks kind of weird, and like, why not put a scarf to it? And I'm like, I don't know, I think he looks good without a super long neck. I know giraffes have super long necks, but I just don't want to do that. I just don't. And over here is it's like a little comic strip I did. It's like something off of my head, and he's like a Eastern dragon teacher type of guy. You can pause right down and give it a read, if you could read my handwriting, of course. And just like with the previous comic, I did like a comic strip. I did not just do this sketchbook, but I also did like in this sketchbook on the same day. So yeah, I pretty much draw like 2 sketchbooks in one day, precisely. And I did like a cute comic strip of some guy meeting a guy in a hoodie at some kind of airport, I believe. No, I think it's some kind of mall, I believe. Feel free to pause that and give it a read. Okay, now this is the airport one. And I pretty much did another comic strip panel of some kind of Shiba Inu going to like some kind of airport. And then he got bumped into like this guy here. And he's starting to have a crush with him, I believe. Yeah, he's starting to have a crush on him. So yeah, feel free to pause that and give it a read if you like. If you can read my handwriting, if you can't, that's fine. At least you like the drawings I did. Okay, just like with the wrist comic I did, I pretty much did this on the same day. And I did it like a little comic strip. And this was kind of like inspired by Dexter's Laboratory when Dexter and Dee Dee turn into monsters by accident. And this gave me an inspiration of making like some kind of otter scientist guy, and he puts like a kaiju pill on it, and yes, his clothes grown into it, but he puts some like kaiju pill into it, and he's like, hey, you want a drink? And it's like, yeah, I'm too thirsty from all the talking. Sorry about that really loud car over there. So as I was saying, I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I was pretty thirsty right now from all the talking. And he turns to a freaking giant, and I pretty much just say the plot to you. So yeah, feel free to pause this again. Oh, I think this one's my favorite. This was actually some kind of like red panda ninja I was designing. And I don't know what to do with him yet, but I actually love this page. I really miss drawing like paws a lot, and I really like this design in general. Like, this is actually my favorite one. I believe this is actually my favorite one out of all, but I had took a picture of it, and I think I uploaded it online. I don't know. I might look it up after this. And this is some kind of like random generic neon fox guy. I was designing some neon foxes. I was going on Discord and like, what is your biggest furry pet peeve? And someone pointed like generic neon foxes and generic edgy wolves. And I'm like, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should draw something like that. Maybe I should draw a neon fox and a neon edgy wolf. And I don't know, what do you think? Do I think I did a good job of it? Again, please do not demonetize this video. This is not for kids. You're just not gonna see like exposure stuff, I would say. I can't say anything super adult on YouTube because YouTube keeps censoring things. It's so frustrating. But it's not like I'm showing you guys super adult things. This video is not for kids anyway. but I'm not showing you something super adult. And speaking of Neon Fox, like I said, I draw an edgy wolf. And I accidentally, let me show you. I accidentally spelled it wrong from there. But yeah, I actually love these two so far. I give him like blood, nosebleed, and then some guy like out of nowhere. I think it's him. I think it's him. We see him. And yeah. And just made him draw random things to it. I think these two should date. I think him and my Neon Fox should date. You think so, guys? Okay, just like with the anime Cloud booby girl, I decided to draw him like a naked wolf guy. But don't worry, he's covering his private part. Don't worry, YouTube. You're not gonna see his private part. He's already covered. This one I rip out from an image. I was drawing like an image for like reference. And I draw him with a snake because it was Year of the Snake in 2025. I think this was like during February, I believe, when I draw this entire page. But I actually love this page. I don't regret drawing this page like at all. I did say my drawings are spicy. Oh, I don't know if you can see this, but I did add some kind of like letters. I did add like some kind of writing to it. So feel free to like pause that and give it a read if you want. And just like with drawing anime guys, I'm not super into drawing anime girls, but I think I'm slowly starting to get into them nowadays. I'm still not super into them, but I still like doing them. And I'm starting to super like how I draw this character. This was actually an inspiration from Space Channel 5 for sure. I was doing like some kind of space sexy cat girl to it, and I think I did a good job of it. What do you guys think? And just like with the other sketchbook, again, I used like stickers that you peel it off that I did not throw away because I thought it would be useful for my sketchbooks. And they are. I trace over them and give a new life to them. I think this is like, I draw like a blue wolf, a fox, and a cat. And also just like the other one, this is also a manga S type of panel to it. But yeah, I actually love this page. It's actually really cool. Just like with the just like with the Bing image creator with the anime sketchbook, I did the same thing, but with furries. I AI generated them and I draw on them. I don't do that often, and I'm kind of guilty of AI generated stuff. I know, lock me up, call me whatever you want me to call me. But look, I just thought I might as well draw over them in my sketchbook, and I think I did a good job of doing so. And just like the other sketchbook, I did it again, and once again I did not AI generate these images from CArt. I just look them up and see which images I can draw on CArt. I'm not going to show you my CArt account. Please do not bother looking it up. But yeah, I was drawing like random furry guys I see on CArt, and these are like AI generated, and I drawn on my sketchbook. And I think I like this spread a lot. Do you think so? What do you guys think? And I'm like halfway to the page so far. And once again, this is actually my left hand page. This time I draw like not an anime dude. This time I draw like furry men. And I draw a furry man wearing a cheap house dress. I don't know how it turned out. Oh, this was supposed to be a red spider lily. And it turned out bad. My left hand sucks so bad. But I did make it up by drawing it in my right hand on the same day as I did it on the same day so far. Yeah, let me show you real quick. So yeah, I did, so to clarify you, I pretty much did like this page and like this page at the same day. I don't remember which page I don't know which sketchbook I started, but I know I did these both in the same page on the same day. I am so awkward. Take a shot if you hear me say awkward all the time. But to make it up, I did it on my right hand, and it turned out better than my left hand. Well, obviously, but it turned out a lot better than my left hand. And these are some flowers. I think these are roses. And also a random cat guy with a crop top. So yeah. I was watching like It's One of the Lion from Switzerland, and he's a very wholesome guy. He was doing like toy reviews, and he also go into like furry cons and also like the sports events as well, I believe. And what I was drawing are these two mascots that I seen on his channel. I don't remember what they called, but all I know is that they're a mascot from Katwana's channel. And I kind of draw them in like sexy, seductive. Don't judge me, okay? I just like drawing hot, sexy furry men. And I also draw like a fraternity party, sort of, kind of like a character to it. And just like this sketchbook, when I draw like the eerie lesbians, I draw like a BL fraternity party type of college frat boy guys. And as you can tell, they're both sleeping together. I think I have an idea for them. I don't know, but I probably have like some kind of idea for them. Don't bring your hopes up. I don't know if I'm gonna start in production yet or not. But yeah, I'll let you know if I have something for them. And just like again with the sketchbook, again with the previous sketchbook, I take a break with drawing in pencil and do all of it in pen. So you can see like random tiger and bear and cat guys doing karate or kung fu poses. I actually love this pose. I actually like this tiger guy so much. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep in my OC. I think I'm gonna keep all of my OCs. I don't know. I don't want to have like too many OCs. And I also draw this really tall, chubby bear guy. And I also do like a little size comparison between him and a small furry guy. And I write the word "not a child," and I don't want anyone to think that I'm drawing kids and like let's just say something like not kid-friendly stations. What I'm trying to say is I don't want people to think I'm drawing kids and not kid-friendly spaces. I wrote "not a child" for a reason, guys. This is just a size comparison because he is quite small and this dude is quite big. So yeah. And just like with the ninja girl, I draw a chubby ninja dog. And I had this image in Picsave so far. It's a really, really old drawing I did in Picsave. This is actually a redraw. And I actually love how I draw this guy so far. I actually want to draw more of him. I really do want to draw more of him the more I look into this drawing. The more I look into this drawing, the more I want to draw more of him. I don't know. What should I do? Should I draw more of him? Should I draw more of him, viewers? Let me know in the comment section below. And just like with the next sketchbook, okay, I need to stop saying that. You guys get the point. You guys get it. You guys get it. There are two different sketchbooks doing one theme. That's all I'm gonna say. I did like a little art block, but this time I draw like a wolf guy holding an art block sign. And this is actually the best drawing I did. It's not perfect, the anatomy is kind of iffy, but I actually love this drawing. Wait, I actually remember drawing the furry sketchbook first and drawing the anime sketchbook second. At least in this page so far. Oh, I was watching like some furry sketchbook tours and these are like inspirations for like the furry sketchbook tours. These are like inspirations from like the furry sketchbook tours. I'll put screenshots of what and which inspirations I look up to. So yeah, this was supposed to be a possum. It was not supposed to be a random fox guy, but I accidentally turned into like a round-eared fox guy. So yeah, I was watching like sketchbook tours, like furry sketchbook tours, and I was inspired to draw like something like this. And I think this is like a random guy I drawn. And I draw him again in here. Wait, I draw this one. I draw this pose first and I draw this one second. I don't know. Let's just move on to the next page. And I was trying to do like some kind of like a rapper album type. So it did not turn out the way as I hoped. I did not enjoy these two sketches like at all. They did not look good, but I winged them and I think I did a pretty good job of it. And I think I pretty much used all the black inks in this one. The black inks for my brush are starting to run out. I'm kind of sad about that, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? Oh, just like with the previous sketchbook, I did like Vietnamese wedding videos, and I was drawing like a gay couple for both like I was drawing a gay furry couple for like both the Vietnamese wedding and the Chinese wedding. Since I did like a hetero wedding in my anime sketchbook, I did like a gay wedding in the furry sketchbook. The furry fandom turned me gay. It really did. And I was drawing some random guys. This was like random furry guys in formal attires, I believe. I'm actually really pleased with drawing this one. I thought I did not like this drawing at all, but the more I look at it, the more I actually like this drawing a lot. I need to be so good at talking. I am so bad at talking. I am super bad at talking right now. So I'll let you guys take a look at it a little bit more and then we'll move on to the next page. For this page, I see some kind of guy wearing this type of outfit in Costco. I did not bring this sketchbook with me at all. I did picture this in my head. And I see some kind of employee working as well. So I'm like, maybe I should draw characters. Maybe I should draw like 2 characters wearing this type of outfit. And I think I delivered quite well. What do you guys think? You guys think I did a good job of it? I think it's like a Shiba Inu, and I think it's like a panther or a jaguar. I don't know, but he is feline related. For this page, I did this in the same page as I did in the anime sketchbook with the big boobies. This time, instead of big boobies, I decided big furry man. And I did explain this of Macro March, that is about like giant furries out there. You could just draw giant furries in this day. I mean, I don't think you could draw only giant furries in that month. More like you can draw it. More like it's a event of only thinking about giant furries. Yeah. I might have to cover this one. I might have to like censor this one because it is a little like NSW level-ish. But it's just, let's just say a man wearing underwear. And I've been drawing like footballs, and I've been drawing like sneakers, Nike sneakers. You could tell I actually love drawing Nike Air Force sneakers. And they're actually one of my favorite shoes so far. Out of all the sneakers I wear. Nike Air Force sneakers are actually one of my favorite shoes so far. And just more random anime furry men around here. The same guy as I draw on this page. Yeah, this is the same guy that I draw on this page. As you could tell. And he's like eating lots of food, which I thought that's pretty cute and kind of cool. A samurai tiger guy. And also a man wearing a hanbok. And just random furry men. And over here, this page is dedicated to like furry men wearing hanboks. Just like I did in the anime one, I draw like Lolita girls. This one I draw like furry men wearing hanboks. And there are cats, wolves, dogs, etc, etc. I actually love this page so far. I think out of the pages so far, I'm not saying this is actually my favorite one so far. And the reason why the highlighter looks like this, because this was like dried up highlighter at the time. And just like with the anime sketchbook and the furry sketchbook, I draw them in kimonos as well. I think this is actually my favorite one so far. I think all of them are my favorite so far, especially this guy right here. But I think my favorite one of all is definitely the samurai tiger holding a katana, holding 2 katanas, and also another one right here. And yeah, I think this is actually my favorite page spread. In this page, I draw like some cute moments. I think I did this like in, yeah, I'd actually finished these 2 at Roller Magic. At Roller Magic in March. So I brought these 2 sketchbooks with me in Roller Magic in March because we're doing like a late event, and you probably know this from sorry about that. You probably know this from the anime sketchbook, which I just showed you. And in that sketchbook, I show you like anime girls and balloons. This time I draw like furry bear and furry cat holding plushies, and they're like doing the hard things. I've seen these a lot in Asian media, and they like doing like this, where you like hold your thumb and your pointer finger. I'm not sure if you see that well, but I'll probably look through it if I did it right. I'll probably look through it if I can see it. But yeah, they do this a lot in Asian media, and it's just love. And this is also like a anime furry cat guy holding teddy bears. Both of these are holding teddy bears, as you can tell. And also, just like the anime sketchbook again, I need to stop saying that, everybody gets it now. I draw like characters I drawn in high school. These 2 I actually drawn in high school, along with I think this is a random tiger guy that I draw in my head. And this guy also drawn in high school as well. I think it's like some kind of like furry artist, I believe. And speaking of high school, this was supposed to be like some kind of like they actually asked me for like draw a little heading. Draw a little cover for them, and they did not do that to me at all. Because I was hoping they draw a little cover, but if they did that, they kind of like they leave it to rot. I'll probably put images of it if I can show it to you around. And this is actually a redraw of a cover that I did in high school. That one is actually my favorite cover so far. Sorry about that. I think a bus is coming towards here, I guess. Towards my neighborhood. But as I was saying, this was actually a redraw of this cover that I just showed you in the screen, if I could put it there. If I can find it, of course. But if not, oh well. At least I show you the redraw version of it. And this is actually one of my favorite ones so far. Out of the sketchbooks I show you. I'm not sure yet. Oh, I actually like this dude a lot. The more I look at this dude, the more I actually want him to be my OC. I think I want him to be my OC. I don't know, I think I should. So, I was drawing like some kind of cat furry guy with a cyclops, since he only has one eye now, and his eye is pretty much scratched and stitched up, I believe. And over here is like, I don't know how to describe this page, but I feel like drawing like random anime boys to it. I think this is like inspired for like a non-productive doujinshi I have thought about making. I'm not sure, but at least I have something for it. If I have thought about making a doujinshi with these characters. I don't know what to do with them. Yet, but I'll see what I can do. We're almost done with this sketchbook. And in this sketchbook, I see like a hyena guy and a dog guy. Well, they're both giants, and they're both like pretty much destroying the city so far. I actually have a thing for like giant macro furries destroying cities and stuff. I don't know, but I actually love that. And these were what I was doing for like Macro March. And speaking of Macro March, this sketchbook is done. Well, speaking of March, this sketchbook is now officially done. And this is a redraw of Ichika from the first one. This is the first drawing I did of like cat furry Ichika, and this is the second drawing I did. I don't know, I think I like the first one better. but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. And also, just like with the anime sketchbook, my hand signature, and this sketchbook is now completed, yay. And I did not show you this one, but just like the anime sketchbook, this sketchbook completes on March 25, 2025. So yeah, these two sketchbooks last me like 3 months for these two to complete. As you guys can tell, if not, because I was mumbling too much and you don't know what I'm talking about, I completed both of these sketchbooks in one day. So I was like, two drawings in this sketchbook and 2 drawings in this sketchbook. So yeah, I finally completed this sketchbook. So 2 down, 1 more to go. Alright, now it's time for this big sketchbook. And before I show you everything in this sketchbook, let me show you all the stickers that I got from Amazon, from Deals on Wheels, and other random places, including Five Below. This is the front view of the sketchbook and the back. Yeah, I placed them both the front here and in the back right here, some stickers on the sketchbook. Just want to see what it's like. And I think I preferred sticking the stickers in the front cover of the sketchbook more than in the back one, but I digress. Anyway, so let's get started, shall we? This is just what the beginning of this sketchbook looked like. I got this sketchbook in Amazon like in 2022-ish, and I started in 2023. This sketchbook was only meant for like for college only, but I had like a ton of sketchbooks that I never finished at all, and I want to start finishing the sketchbook. So, and honestly, this is what's left in 2023, I believe. No, I actually have something that's part of there, but I kind of remove it. So right here, it's just like testing. It's like testing out pens and color pencils. I'm gonna have to like censor this page because this is a little subjective. Maybe a little bit for YouTube, but I hope not. And this is actually my Bluey Sona Gabriel. I named him Gabriel. This is my first Bluey Sona ever. And over here, let's just say that 2023 isn't a really good year for me because my blood pressure was way too high. My blood pressure is still good. My blood pressure is good right now, so don't worry about me. But yeah, my blood pressure was like really high and stuff, and I wasn't like exercising that much and I wasn't walking around, but because of my blood pressure being so high, I decided I might as well work out instead, and it made my blood pressure lowered. So yeah, my blood pressure is now lowered. And over here is the ones I did pretty recently. These are the ones I did like in 2025-ish. And this is like an old drawing that I did in church in 2023-ish. And over here is a really bad drawing of a tiger. Okay, I'm trying to draw myself as a tiger, but it did not turn out as good. I want to do like a little pop-up thing in my sketchbook. You know, I see like some sketchbooks that make them look like scrapbooks, and I thought that looks really cool. Although I don't want to make it look like a scrapbook, I still want to add something like a pop-up to it. So yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, this is just some really bad drawing. I did not finish it. I didn't really bother finishing it, as you can tell. And this page, I was designing a character for the Year of the Dragon in 2024. I'll show a piece in the screen if I can find it. But yeah, this is like a first draft of my Year of the Dragon character. As you can tell, I did not finish it. It's just scribbles. I didn't really start sketchbooking until like early 2025. And over here, these are just some. Let me show you right there. Over here, these are just like I was thinking of some ideas for Patreon, and I have started a Patreon. I might link it down in the description box below. But I was doing some like some kind of like some cute art, or like tier art or something. Like $1 is this, $5 is this, $10 is this and that. And I was also like doing like I'm not gonna show you what's inside of it because it's kind of personal. But I was also gonna do like a big boy extra. I might have to cover this one as well, but it's not, he's covered anyway. My tiger boy is covered, but it still might be a little suggested for YouTube, so I might have to cover that. Again, YouTube, please do not demonetize this video. And in this page, I found this YouTuber. He's a Korean YouTuber that just draws really good humans than I can. He's super good at drawing humans. I'll show you his account somewhere in the screen if I can find it. But yeah, he's really good at drawing like people and stuff. And I was actually doing his tutorials on YouTube. And I don't know, what do you guys think? They turn out good? I think they can need some work. Okay, I might have to censor this one too. But over here, I was like figuring out some chubby human guys. I tried to draw some chubby human guys, and these what I just came up with. I don't know what to explain any further. And okay, I did these in 2024, and these two I did in 2024. But I did not finish it until like 2025, as you can pretty much tell. I gave them like furry designs as well. Like I made a red panda and an actual panda. And I think they turned out cute. I don't know, I think I should draw them more again. What do you guys think? I didn't know what to draw on this page, so I decided to go back to my macro hyena and my macro dog. And just being giant furries in general. I'm gonna have to censor this page again because it's pretty suggestive for YouTube. The amount of censoring I'm gonna have to do in this page. The amount of censoring I'm gonna do in this sketchbook, sorry. But and I put the sticky notes here because it has a thumbnail piece. It has a thumbnail drawing that I did not work on it. So I'm not gonna show you what it's there because again, it's YouTube. But let's just say it's just pretty NSFW-ish. So yeah, nothing I can explain here, but I don't know what else to draw, so I just thought about these two, and I think I love these two. I think these two are my favorite duos right now in 2025. Okay, I was doing like an AU universe, an ultimate universe of like, I just made 3 Bluey characters, Bluey-ish OCs, and I was like giving them like an ultimate universe, like what if these two are like ghosts or whatever. And I don't know if I should continue work on it, but it's actually I'm actually kind of like this the more I look back into it. These I started in 2025, as you can tell. And over here, I started this like 2024. Actually, this sketch is started in 2024, but I didn't finish it until 2025. And now I give them like a new look to it. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about this sketch so far. And over here, just more random characters, some random IRL character that may or may not be someone else, who knows, and also a seal the monkey. I draw a lot of dudes being cute together. Like, I draw a lot of big dudes and small dudes. I don't know, I think it's my thing so far. It really is. So, maybe I might draw more of them soon. I don't know. I'll let you guys, let me know in the comment section below which one you guys want me to draw the most. And again, more big dudes and small dudes. But this time like a big bear and a small lion guy. And this page right here, I was drawing like some kind of like demon wolf guy. I actually started this comic in 2025. I thought about this like in 2024, but I did not finish it. I did not feel like me finish it. But in 2025, I actually did started it. And I think the comic looks straight up good. Do you think he's still terrifying? I think so too. And this is 2025. I'm gonna have to cover everything up. As I said previously, this sketchbook contains a lot, I mean, not a lot of NSFW stuff. It's just that some sketches that I have here are NSFW. And in this is like early January. This is the early start of my sketchbook tour. I mean, the early start of my sketchbook journey is what I'm trying to say. And I just draw some chubby anime men. Yay! I actually want to start drawing more chubby dudes. And over here, these are just some furry drawings that I draw in pencil. So yeah, I did not start drawing in pen until 2025. I mean, until like, I don't know, February or March 2025. I don't remember. But I know I started drawing with pen and highlighters in the beginning of 2025 is I'm trying to say. But yeah. I actually miss this page a lot. I think if I get a new sketchbook, I think I want to start redrawing the entire page again. And this is some kind of magical girl character that I designed back in 2024. I was hanging out with my friend, and she took me to this like a museum in New Haven, and I love it, along with her boyfriend. And I was designing like a butterfly. It was like a blue butterfly. I don't know what the name it is, but I'll probably show it in the screen if I can find it. So yeah, I was designing a magical girl based on that blue butterfly, and I don't know, this is how she turned out. And this is just some random drawings. I messed up this dude's abs. And over here are these three. I was watching like Spilled Ink at the time. They were like designing their own collab cafes. And I'm like, I want to do the same thing. So this is what I came up with. Oop, sorry. So this is what I came up with. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll just zoom in a little and let me try to fix it. So yeah, these are the courses that I came up with. The drinks, the full course, and the desserts. But I think I did a good job in this one so far. This page is dedicated only to anime girls. I have an art book that's like from Amazon that's like anime poses for animation, I believe. And I was like redrawing them. And yeah, I was like redrawing them based on the poses that I saw on some art books that I have on my shelves with me. I'm actually filming this in my kitchen. I was not filming this in my room right now, as you can tell. So yeah, I think out of all the sketches I did here, this one's probably my favorite one in this page so far. In this page spread so far. I was like doing some kind of, I was like drawing human men in Pinterest. And I find all of these in Pinterest so far. I was like drawing their shoes, I was drawing their outfits, I was drawing their pose in general. And I don't know, it could have been better. Not bad for my first gesture drawing so far, but I digress. Another page dedicated to furry men. And I keep drawing a lot of big men and small men. I have a thing for big men and small men throughout my art journey. By the way, these two are the same characters and he's not a child. He is a grown man. He is a grown-ass man, okay? So do not get confused. If I say he's a grown-ass man, then he's a grown-ass man. Got that? And I think I was like doing like I think this is from Pinterest, I believe. But I was doing like a lot of Pinterest stuff. I don't think any of these poses are from Pinterest except for this one. But I was like doing my own poses so far. And also a water fountain out of nowhere. And a furry guy in a bottle. I don't know. I think he definitely needs to be worked on more. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I was doing like some kind of shonen and shoujo. What will my persona look like as a shonen art style and as a shoujo art style? And I deliver. And these two, I was like drawing I was drawing like Emi Richu's and Daida's art style. You know, two YouTubers that I love and desire from Spilled Ink. Oh, by the way, Emi Richu and Daida's have their own channel, and it's called Spilled Ink. I did show you like, I'll probably show you a screenshot of it, but yeah. So yeah, they're a duo in their own channel called Spilled Ink. And I also did the same thing, but this time I did Delightful and Hexian style. I used to watch them a lot during college and late high school. And I really love their doll repaints a lot. And I had thought about making a doll repaint channel myself, but I was like, I don't really have the materials and they're kind of expensive. And also, I'm not super sure about Mr. Super Clear. And I'm super scared of using Mr. Super Clear. So I'm like, maybe I don't need to be a doll channel anymore. And I was practicing some heads over here. Nothing special I could say from this one. More head studies in this page so far, in both of these pages. But this time I used a art book that I also bought from Amazon. It was like a Korean art book. And I was actually doing the same thing with a furry one as well. But I think I delivered it well-ish. I tried to draw a Brozoi. Or a Bozoi. This dog I tried to draw on the screen. I'll show it somewhere. I don't know its name, but I think it's called a Brozoi. I don't know how to pronounce it. more headshot studies from a Korean sketchbook that I got on Amazon. And I think I'm trying to do my own thing so far. I kind of like how these two drawings turn out so far. But the ones to the sides and looking up definitely need some work. I try to find this on YouTube where like a girl just, and it's like a Chinese song so far. I'll put a screenshot somewhere, but I tried to draw that and it did not deliver well. And also more headshot studies. And over here, I was drawing a child and a chibi. And I was like doing like, let's just say I'm trying to differentiate between a child and a chibi. And I think I delivered. And also, oh, this is I actually found in Twitter. I know it's called X now, but I call it Twitter because it's still Twitter. And it's like a tutorial on Twitter. And also trying to difference between like a human eye and an anthropomorphic eye. And also this headshot I did. More headshots of both a human male and a furry male, along with like 4 random drawings so far. And I did tell you about this song, about some Chinese song where some lady looking up along with feathers around, and I also believe she had headphones around as well. But yeah, I try to redraw. This is actually like a failed drawing, and I try to redraw it again, and I think I deliver it well. And over here are just some pen and ink drawings. I think this is like the last time I'm using pencil so far, and it says with pen. I don't know if you guys can see that or can read my handwriting. So yeah. And speaking of which, and the reason why it says last of February because I started these in February, and this is like the last day of February. There's not that much in this sketchbook so far, as I can tell. And speaking of February, it now turns to March. And speaking of March, it's Macro March. Well, for this entire page so far. And this is a redraw I did. I'll show you a screenshot somewhere if I can find it. You can tell that the original one is kind of crappy, and I redraw it again, and this one turned out to be much better. And over here is it's like some kind of Shiba Inu furry man, holding some kind of man with like a growth and a shrink ray, I believe, some kind of gun. I don't know what they call it, but I've seen these in some macro furry art that I see. That characters have like guns that make them grow and shrink and make them grow as big as like planet Earth and as small as like a button. So yeah, I think I try to do that as well. I don't know, do I think I deliver well? More macro furry man. This time he's about to step on you. And this is also a redraw I did. And it's from a redraw that I did in high school like a long time ago. I don't think I have that piece ever again. I wish I could show you it. I'm so sad that I lost the original sketch, but I really miss this sketch so much, so I redraw it. It's like a tribute to like the original one so far. And I was thinking some kind of like water-esque giant wolf creature who's destroying the city and potentially like drowning people so far at the same time. I think I tried to did like waterways on his tail and give him like water-esque on his like fur and stuff. I don't know. Do I did a good job of making it look like waves? I did a good job making it look like water. I'll let you be the judge of that. And again, more drawings of giant furry men. And again, this is a redraw. I'll show you a screenshot below. The one I use is probably Google Translate. I was doing like Google Translate Chinese, and this time I redraw it again, but this time I put it English subtitles. And I also did like a Japanese dating format now, as like the previous one right here. I did like the regular format, and I also did a time as well. This started like 11:59 a.m. as you probably might see. And I did not put a time here. I just only put a date. And for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who can't read like Japanese dating format, it literally means March 14, 2025, which is White Day, surprisingly. I actually draw this page at my dad's school. My dad just works at school as a custodian, and sometimes he brings me and my mom over to his workplace while he checks the buildings and cleans places. And I was actually testing out some like Crayola markers in that place. And I did bring some highlighters. The pink one is a highlighter for sure. And this is like another redraw I did. If I find the drawing, I'll show it up to you guys in the screen once again. I think this actually turned out to be better. What do you guys think? I'm gonna have to cover this one. At least this page so far, because it is a bit too much. I think it's a bit too much for YouTube. But more giant furry men. But this is like a big wolf, and he's like a big hot wolf so far. And he's like so huge, like you literally just sit on the entire city and just smash it. And I was drawing like a hyena, giant furry guy. I actually did this in Roll of Magic so far. I think I did both of these at Roll of Magic, and it was like an adult event, so I wasn't really that worried so far. I mean, the difference between this one and this one, he just sits on the building. He just sit his ass in the building, and he's like holding another giant furry over here, and along with small buildings that he just probably step on and probably kill people. Well, both of these probably kill people, and I call him a yin sona. I think it's like a furry term for like hyena. I've also put giant hyena as well, and yin sona as well. And back to the furry hyena guy. Not this guy, but the other guy. The first one I draw so far. And also happy Macro March, because I think I draw these like in the last day or the last week in March. And the reason why I have this ribbon tag over here, because I do have plans to sell this like in a charity option so far. I don't know when, but I'm planning on scaling all of these sketches first and then sell the sketchbook so far at a charity auction so far. And I didn't start anything like in April because I was like doing like a no right hand challenge. I was like only drawing with my left hand for like 30 days straight. Don't ask me how it goes, well, because I do have a video for that, if I could put it somewhere. But for May, I just did I was returning back to like the Korean sketchbook. Korean art book. I keep calling it sketchbook. And this is what the sketchbook is. You can actually buy it on Amazon from what I could tell. I'm so awkward. I'm terribly sorry, you guys. This is just like back to like I was actually doing like more drawing on art books during this month, I believe. Along with this one too. This is just like a head study, I believe. Not a head study. This is like a anatomy study so far. And these are like anatomy studies from like the first sketchbook. The first art book that I have. I saw these like highlighted shapes so far on the Korean art book, and I thought I should do the same thing as well. And I also did the same thing with like the human bones as well. Only in this one. The rest I just did it randomly. And I don't know. I just give up on it and just move on. And in this page, this is like a how to draw manga furries one. And this is also too an art book as well, which you can find on Amazon. And this is actually Sharpie. These are actually Sharpies. And it bleed all over here. And you can still see it, I believe. So yeah, I definitely won't use Sharpies again in this sketchbook. But I was doing like some head studies of like lions, tigers, goats, and cats. I don't know, I think the goat one turned out awful. But I really like how the lions and cats turn out. Especially in this page so far. I think this is a much better version of a goat so far. But yeah, I think it turned out good. And this page is my favorite so far out of the entire spread. These are good too, but I think looking back to this is actually my favorite drawings I did so far. And instead of drawing furries, this is also a drawing manga chibis. I did not get this in Amazon. I did bought this in Barnes & Noble like a long time ago. And I was like drawing chibis. I'm not that good at drawing chibis, I admit. But yeah, I digress. I was doing like some like circle heights and stuff, and I was like redrawing it that I seen in the art book. And oh, I was doing some funny moment where like a wolf catches a princess so far, and I thought it'd be a lot funny if the princess punches the wolf in the face. I thought it would be so hilarious. And also like more redraws of like the chibi art book that I just bought in Amazon. I mean, Barnes & Noble, my bad. And I also saw these 3 chibified manga-esque looking things. I don't know what they called. I think like manga expressions. And I was like redrawing with random characters so far. And also I was like going back to like the furry sketchbook, the furry art book. I keep saying sketchbooks. Why do I keep saying sketchbooks? The furry art books. And I was doing some like studies of those. And I need to draw more bird people and more dragons so far, especially this guy. I actually love this guy so far. I think these 2 are my favorite pages. I think this is the entire page is my favorite page spread so far, aside from this one. Over here, this is just some thumbnails for my Patreon. I did not make any progress with them just yet, but I don't know which one to choose. I think I thought about choosing this one the most because I thought it looks more artsy type of guy. This looks more artsy to me than this one over here. And these 2 are my personas so far. And over here, I was just drawing up some like old characters that I draw in high school. And these are all based off on pets and dogs that I have and used to have. And these are like their older designs. And I give them newer ones. I started up with like the dog, the blue dog and the orange dog. And these 2 were based off on these 2 were based off on dogs that I used to have. I'm not gonna tell you their original names, but I was not feeling for the original names, so I thought about giving new names. Oh, let me show you the screenshots below of their original names instead. And yes, these are the names that came from. They have. That's what I'm trying to say. And these 2 were based off of my sister's dogs, so I thought about giving them like new names and new designs. I decided to give all the characters new names and new designs. And his name is now Samuel and Jennifer. And I think these 2 are perfect so far. I don't know. I thought about giving him this hairstyle the more I look into it. I wasn't really a fan of this one, but let me know. Do you guys like this art? Do you guys like this hairstyle on him more or this hairstyle on him more? Let me know. But yeah, I was like redesigning some characters and stuff and like giving them new lore and new backgrounds. And over here, same thing, like they're based on some pets that I used to have, and she was actually based off of my cousin's cat. He's based off of my brother's cat, and she's based off of my cat that I used to have like in middle school. I don't know what happened to them. I think we give them away or something. Yeah, I don't remember what happened to them. All I know is that we don't have them anymore, sadly. But I also do like more random drawing collages of them. This is actually based off of my old dog that I have since childhood, and also an oldest cat that I used to have, also too back in childhood as well. And I kind of make them a duo. I think they're both couples. I was actually trying to draw this page. I saw just Duo's sketchbook about going to Japan, and I tried to draw this based on memory, and I don't know, it didn't turn out good. But this entire page so far is turned out beautifully. I actually love this spread so far. And here's them with their new designs right now. I'm not gonna name all of them to you because this video might be way too long anyway. So yeah, if you could read that, feel free to pause down and read their new names. And this was like my day. My month, because my birthday's in August. And then this is also like Bowser's month as well. I think Bowser's Day is like August 10th, I believe. And this was like an old drawing that I did in Fur Affinity. I'll show you the screen. I'll show you what it looks like on the screens somewhere. But yeah, I was doing like a furloid design to it, and I don't know. I think looking back to this design, I think this design is kind of whack. And I wasn't really super good at drawing Bowser right now, so I was doing like some Bowser studies I did. in the sketchbook. And also, I tried to do it again in my art style. And I think I delivered it well in my art style. And I was doing it again. Some more like Bowser redraw so far. I was drawing this again, and I was drawing this, and I was drawing this again. I actually did this outside, and this outside, in like the front yard because it was nice out in August. I think I actually love Bowser when he has like a lot of hair on him. Yeah. He's like so much hair on him. He gives me more like a older men type of guy to it, which I love so much. And also more drawings of Bowser. I'm gonna have to cover this because it is a little suggestion for YouTube, at least for the entire page. This is what I came up for Bowser. I really have a thing for like furry men in sneakers. Don't get me wrong, I still love drawing them in paws. I still love paws, but I think I have a new thing for like furry naked men wearing sneakers. And this whole page I draw both Princess Peach and Luigi because people keep shipping them. Well, people on the internet ship Luigi and Bowser together, but Princess Peach and Bowser. Bowser needs to stop kidnapping Princess Peach and just leave her alone for once. Kind of character that has like with horses so far. And I was doing like some horse studies. I actually saw, these are actually found in Google. And these are the ones I actually found like in a thrift store because they have like horses around here. And I was like doing some studies of those. I took pictures of them and just drawn in my sketchbook. I want to say this is the best page, but I don't know. I digress. And this is the character I came up with. And his name is El Chato Negro. I think he's not really my original character, but he's like my original design of El Chato Negro. I was doing some kind of like slice of life comic. I was doing like him and a dragon together, which you might see pretty soon once this sketchbook is done. And I was drawing like lots of his horses. This is actually more of him as horse, and this one's actually more of his horses. And this page so far is, I have these small like figurine toys that have with animals, that have a lot of these animals. So I'm like redraw them and give them, I'm like draw them and make them my own character so far. I think my favorite one is I did these two apes and these rhinos I did so far. But yeah, I think I give them lore between these two so far. I don't know, what do you guys think? And these are the two characters I just came up with and the ones I give them names so far, Malik and Clay. And these two characters are the ones I give them name. I'm talking about these characters so far. And I was giving like I think I was like giving like some kind of like side comic to them. Or like, I don't know what to do in them yet, but I think I'm gonna do some like a little comic for them. His name is Malik and his name is Clay. And Clay actually came from Brock the Investigator. Sorry about that, the wind was like blowing today. But hope you guys like the entire sketch so far. And more drawings of Clay and Malik. I think I was like doing some kind of casual clothing between the two. I tried to depict like Doom Yaoi between these two characters so far. As you can pretty much tell, like they're pretty much stuck together. And Clay is a troll. Clay is a massive troll to Malik so far. I think he has a crush on him. I picture like Clay as like a billionaire, handsome sweet guy that just loves to take care of plants. And I picture Malik as like some kind of like some average normal guy, average normal salary man with a computer on the side. And I also pictured them playing basketball together. Well, I think Malik is a more basketball enthusiast than Clay, I believe. And Clay just being a troll as usual. And for those of you who don't know which animal Clay and Malik is, Malik is like a cheetah and Clay is like a lion seal. I'll show you a screenshot. Oh, and over here, this is like, I have a wolf and a rabbit character that I think it's like 2023 to 2024 that I did not finish. I'll show you the drawings somewhere in the video. And I was actually want to go back to redrawing them. Since because I kind of like did this to like Clay and Malik, I want to do the same thing for them. I did not give them names yet, but I'm just gonna call them a salaryman wolf and a barista rabbit. Since these two have like two different jobs, and these two also are pretty much Doom Yaoi so far. And yeah, I pretty much made him a couple so far. You could tell I made a wolf like a misunderstood, cutesy, idiotic character. And a rabbit just pretty much annoying, but also love being close to him. You know, he's pretty much annoyed by him a little bit most of the time. And over here is dedicated to Inktober. But I was gonna do like my own video of it. I think I'm ready to like show you everything what's inside. I'm not gonna talk around to it, so I'm just gonna show you the whole pages so far. And yeah, this is actually the last page so far. And this sketchbook is finally done. And what I'm saying, like, let me just show you right now. I mean, like, I'm not super proud of most of these drawings. And I was going to do a separate video of them, about them. But I'm like, I'm not really super proud of these drawings so far. I thought I'd just show you them right now then. And as you can tell, I did say this sketchbook is complete. This sketchbook is finished on October 24, 2025. I started Inktober early, like around late September-ish, and finished it like around mid-October because I really want to get these done, and I also want to get them posted online. As you could pretty much see all of these on my Twitter account, my Safe for Work one, of course. And over here, these are just some rules I set up so far. I was going to spend time at least 40 minutes on each drawing on my another sketchbook and this one too, but I did not do that. Maybe next time I will not do that again. So yeah, that concludes the end of this sketchbook. Well, 3 sketchbooks so far, as I did show you these 2 so far in this entire video. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully the next time I do another sketchbook tour, I won't be this awkward ever again. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to, and also support me on my Patreon. It's 18+, please do not go there if you're a minor. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!